So in the beautiful game that we love, there's so many players that get called dirty. But then there's this nigga Pepe. This guy was more than a villain. Like this guy pulled up to every single game. This man was ready to fight. This guy pulled up. Always had one clear objective, which was either win the game or somebody's going home hurt. So we're gonna go over football's biggest villain. We're gonna go over some of Pepe's craziest incidents on the field. And we're gonna start with the strong one. We're gonna start with the classic, his Getafe incident, 2009. I think we've all seen the video of the one player who goes into the box and Pepe takes him down, and then it's literally just straight mind loss. The player was sliding on the ground. This guy kicked the back of his legs. He was kicking his back. Like the ball was been gone. The ball was nowhere near this guy. And he was throwing the craziest tackles. And then, so obviously all of his teammates come over like, Pepe, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, chill out. And they all like trying to get this guy off, get him to relax. And this guy proceeds to like kick the guy that's on the ground and like knee him and squeeze him and like keep kicking on him. And then his teammates, like even his teammates came and everyone was trying to pull him away and this guy was swinging at everyone. So it's not a surprise that after this, Pepe got hit with a little red card, obviously in that game for that. Then he got hit with a 10-match ban. But as soon as he got hit with that ban, even all the Madrid fans were like, "Yeah, no, that's valid." He was wilding, like roll that tackle, man, like, crazy work. Let's just admire the shithousery and the like. He had no effort of winning that tackle. His whole brain was like, this guy is not going home okay tonight. When he made that tackle, Pepe was insane in damn near every single El Clasico from 2011 to 2013. As I said earlier, especially in El Clasicos, Pepe always came to fight. This guy thought that El Clasico was a UFC belt. This guy acted like every other game throughout the season was just preseason games, and it was training camp. And the only in season match that mattered was against Barca in any El Clasico, Copa del Rey, in season. If they match up in Champions League, no matter where it is, it's a UFC belt. It's hands. And it did not help that this guy has Sergio Ramos by his side, who, on his day, we all know Sergio Ramos was just as bad. Remember that Messi 2017 El Clasico where he like held his jersey up to the crowd? Let's not forget that Sergio Ramos got a red card in that. Pepe wasn't even on the team at that time. And this guy, Sergio Ramos, was still doing his thing, getting red cards. So him paired by Pepe was just horrible. You hate to see it coming on El Clasico. And this guy, Pepe has done flying lunges in on Dani Alves. This guy goes studs up, no remorse. This guy will just walk by, step on players' hands, elbowing players. It's actually insane the shit he does. And every single El Clasico, it's like he gets joy out of it. He stomps on Messi's hand, gives him a little laugh, keeps it pushing. Like it's insane. This guy embodied villain like nobody else. So it's one thing to be a villain against other players, but it's one thing to be a villain against your own team. And this guy was villainous towards his own team. One time in training, there's not much around the story because back then they probably kept it low key and under wraps so the media didn't go crazy. But in training, he headbutted Alvaro Arbeloa. They were training, like that's some Michael Jordan shit. Michael Jordan, like he punched Steve Kerr in practice because like bro wasn't locked in enough. Like that's some Michael Jordan shit. But that's Pepe, bro. This guy was so heated. I think it was like a 2v2 or some sort of training game, and this guy's got heated, so headbutted the shit out of his own teammate. So Pepe was a master of the dark arts. Like he'd be able to get fouls, get good calls, get away with a lot of fouls. It was actually insane the fouls he'd get away with. But there was one time he got taken out and bro like laid down. Thought he was hurt, whatever. Didn't get called. 2 seconds later, got up. Insane revenge foul. Murked the player. Took him out. Took his whole legs out. Everything. It was like he didn't even get fouled that deep. Insane revenge foul. And the last foul, or the last, not even it's one specific thing. The last event that classifies Pepe as such a big villain is in Euro 2012. This guy was trash talking every single player he could and their mama. Like every single game Pepe was in, he was trash talking the players. He was making crazy tackles. Once again, not getting cards for some reason because, Pepe is. and he would just smile after the foul, or he'd tackle a player and just stand over them, just look at them, just be like, what are you doing with your life? Who are you? You're a boy to me. You're my son. Get out of here. It was crazy. Or the ref would call foul. He'd look at the player, look at the ref, and just smile, just laugh. Be like, look at this pussyo. Like, he's calling all the players pussyos. He's calling the ref even a pussyo with his little laugh. Like, it's crazy. And it's one thing to scare attackers, but Pepe made them mad. Like, he actually made attackers want to square up with him. Like, why are you kicking the Getafe thing? Like, why are you kicking my teammate on the ground? You know what I mean? Like, it's 100% that. Not only did he scare players, but he also made them mad. Like, they wanted to throw hands, but look at this guy. You trying to throw hands with Pepe? And there's so many other just minor things he's done. Like, he's elbowed players to the face. Against Marseille, he sacked a player, never apologized. So all these little things like make people forget Pepe is actually a really good defender. Like, in his prime, like, he played for Real Madrid, and let's not forget how they were winning, how they were serial winners, and let's not forget that he was a big part of that. But all because of the shenanigans, like the shit we were talking about in this video, it's so easy for people to forget that he was a good defender. Like, his positioning was crazy. His strength, he was like Saliba, the way he was super positioned, super strong on the ball, but able to win like every single aerial duel. That's the closest person I could compare him to, Saliba. And the only difference between him and Saliba is that Pepe's temper is always crossing the line, and his intensity crossed the lines like daily down here. It was crazy. If they were playing Getafe, or if it was in El Clasico, somebody's getting hurt and it's gonna be on Pepe's watch. I thought that was a given every single time he was playing. And although he was such a good player and won so much, he will always be remembered as football's greatest villain.